How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to yet another weekly warehouse update. Before we get into all of the discs that are hitting the site today, I do want to just give a disclaimer. We shoot these in the morning. We have our sales-a-thon going on. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, you might have missed out on it. Sorry, but you can download the app and make sure you're in on the next one. But we have our app launch sales-a-thon, which means that there's a chance some of the discs I'm about to tell you about right now sell out during that. So just wanted a little preliminary warning out there. I'm still gonna walk you through all the discs. You can still check the site, but there is a chance that some of them are gone, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But we're gonna get started off with our House of Discs releases. We'll go left to right here. We first off have the Showstopper Ella Hansen Glow Horizon FD. So I think these are technically C-Line. Yeah, C-Line Glow Burst, basically. Look at these things. They are crazy. Great feeling FD. I would imagine when you combine like this plastic, I don't know, it actually has a little gummy feel. It might not be that overstable, all in all. Typically when you get all of these additives together, it stiffens up the disc a little bit. It makes it more overstable, but this doesn't feel like it would be that overstable. So probably just a really good run of FDs, fun stamp on it, and they look incredible. So we have those. Next down the line, we have the new K1 Hard plastic. So this is actually Joseph Anderson Tour Series K1 Hard lots. We also have a K1 Hard Berg X, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Stacy Ronsley Tour Series. So two new K1 Hard. I don't know if this, I think this is the first time we've seen this plastic, but you have some like more typical colors like these pink ones or these orange ones back here. This is just a normal Berg X. That's the K1 Soft, so ignore that. But then you have like that gold one I just showed you and like these blue ones where they get like kind of a metallic-y look to them. Very unique plastic from Kastaplast there. So that's the new K1 Hard stuff. We also have the Cloudstone, which is the Spore. This is the Proto Spore. The first time I think the Spore came out like a stock run was a much like softer plastic. This is in their, I think this is just Neo. They call it Prototype. I think it's just like Neo Burst plastic Spore. As we move down the line, people have already been buying these up. This is the Gorgon from Innova. Bunch of different plastics here. We have this G-Star. I think back here we have some Pro Gorgons. We also have just your normal Star Gorgons, and then since it's a brand new disc from Innova, we have the Proto Star. Haven't had a chance to throw it yet, but flight number wise and from what I've seen online, this looks like a disc that I'm going to love, so I actually grabbed one to put in my bag. So I'm gonna try it, hopefully today, but probably next week. So the Gorgon is on the site. We also got some of the Flex C-Line MD5 Cryo stones, so more of the Discmania stones here. We have one more stone after this, but the MD5, crazy overstable, not like utility overstable, but really nice overstable mid-range 5-speed. If you're looking to fill that slot, this could be a great option. And the Flex 1 C-Line feels unreal. If you don't like gummy plastic, you won't like this, but if you do like gummy plastic, it's some of the best feeling one on the market. Really, really incredible. And then last but not least, the Mind Stone, which is a Lux Vapor DD. So if you're looking for, I think the DD is Thrasher-esque, if I'm remembering the right disc. So if you're looking for a nice hyzer flip to turn distance driver with the cool Mind Stone on there, Lux Vapor DD. We also have these in stock. So that's the House of Disc releases from this week. Let's look at what else is hitting the site.
All right, so I got a few custom discs I want to talk about, and now just a disclaimer, these are dropping actually during the sales-a-thon on our app. So by the time you're seeing this, they might be sold out, but there's a good chance there'll be some left over, so I still want to bring attention to them. And also, if you don't want to miss out on things like this sales-a-thon on the app, make sure to download our app in the App Store because we can go live exclusively from the app and you can shop from the stream. We're going to be doing that often, so make sure to get in on that. But if these discs have leftovers, which I presume there could be some, I will mention this is where we're having Shaman restocks. So we have the Shamans there. We've got a new one here. This got a Staub Mob stamped Zone OS, pretty cool. Pretty psyched about that. We got that in a few different colors because I love the Zone OS. We also have some more in the bag stamp discs. We've got some Jawbreaker zones here, some Z zones here, and then also we've got some Robbie C Wizards with the duck on there, the Wizard duck. These have been super popular. We restocked these many times. We've got a few different colors. This is his own custom blend of plastic. Very nice. It's like a stiffer blend, but it still has a tacky feel to it. It's actually one of my favorite gateway blends, I think. So yeah, we have all these custom things. Like I said, they're dropping today earlier. By the time you're seeing this, that drop has probably already happened. However, there could be leftovers on the site, so make sure to give it a look, see if there's still any Shamans, Zone OSs, or anything else, and make sure to download the app so you're in on it for any future streams that we may do, or sales-a-thons, or anything of that matter.
All right, if you saw our video on our main channel earlier this week, then you already know what I'm about to tell you about, but if you didn't, super excited to have Get Freaky XL Zone Minis back in stock. These things are a blast. You can see the size of them here, so they're bigger than your normal mini. They are, I believe, PDGA approved to be used as a mini, but you can throw these things so far. They are a blast to just toss around if you're playing mini disc golf. This is a cheat code. And if you have a kid, I gave one of these to my 2-year-old and he absolutely loves them. They're like perfect size for his hand, and you can throw them a lot better. They fly like a zone. Like, you can really get into these things and throw them, and they're gonna have nice stability at the end. Forehand, backhand, overhand, however you wanna do it. They are sick. So if you haven't ever got your hands on an XL Mini from Discraft, you're really missing out. They are an absolute blast. And the Zone with Brody on there is one of the best ones to get your hands on up front. So we have a bunch of these still in stock. I'd be shocked if they're gone by now. We have a bunch. So get your hands on one. They're actually on sale right now as well. So you can actually get them for cheaper than pretty much anywhere else with us. So check out the Get Freaky XL Zone Minis. They're fun.
All right, got a little bit of a Clash restock here. Wanted to mention this, especially because we just did a Clash only video on our channel. If you didn't see that, go check that out. But we got some of the best molds back in stock here. We got a bunch of Wild Honeys. This is one of my favorite. These are super, super fast, understable distance drivers. I really like them because I like to throw forehands with them. My forehand isn't super, super fast, but I can throw these and get them to flip up a little easier than other discs and get as much distance as I can out of my forehand. I also like them for long distance, huge turnovers or rollers, but a very, very good understable distance driver. We've got some Berries. This is their straight mid-range. Really just kind of a dead straight disc, good glide. It's a very comfortable disc in the hand as well. This is one of my favorites, the Peppermint. Got some of these back in stock. So they have the mint and the peppermint being the more overstable one. I would compare this, they're pretty beefy. Like, these are probably more overstable than a Zone. They feel similar to a Zone, but I think they have a little more bite to them. And honestly, I think one of the more underrated approaches to this. You don't see these a ton, but they're really, really great. And I've always enjoyed throwing them. We also have Candies back in stock. This has been my putter all year long. If you want the magical putter, and in all seriousness, even though I'm not a great putter, I actually have enjoyed this a lot. I was just saying yesterday, because I had the thought, I don't think I've blamed my putter like once this entire year, and I usually blame my putter a lot, even if it's not the problem. So that says something about the Candy. These things are very comfy in the hand. They glide a ton, and they're very straight, which for me has been great this year. And I've been using the exact same putter for over 6 months now, only one putter, and it still flies like the same as a putting putter. So like, I haven't had to replace it. So these are great putters to invest in. The Hardy Candy, that's what I putt with, and I've been loving it this year. And then last disc I want to mention here is the Lotus. This is an 8-speed fairway. Has a little bit of flip up, nice and comfy in the hand. Clash has a lot of fairways in that 7 to like 10 range, or 7 to 11 really, and all of them are great. The Lotus is a perfect option. You've got that kind of in the clear steady plastic here with the sparkle, and then the more opaque one here as well. So make sure to check out Clash if you haven't already. I really recommend the Candy. This is a fantastic putter. I've loved using it this year. And check out that whole collection because they make great plastic, and it all feels amazing.
It's June 28th today, which means you have about 3 days left to get in on the birdie or die box we've been telling you about for a while. There's still a few left on the site. I dyed this last week. You can see I'm calling it the Milky Way Galaxy. You can see all the swirls in there. I let mine bake a little bit longer so that it got a little bit more blurred instead of a really defined line. You can choose the way you want to go about it. But you know, for me, I think it turned out pretty sick there. The pinwheel is just a really fun stamp. There's a bunch of different stamp options too that you could get in. So a lot of fun to be had. And like I said, if you didn't watch previous weeks, basically you get everything you need to dye discs. So you get the shaving cream, you get the dye, you get way more dye than you need for just the 3 discs. The shaving cream should get you pretty close to the 3 discs, and then you get 3 dyeable discs. So you get the birdie or die custom stamp here, boom. You get the zone, like I dyed there, boom. And then you get a white end of a disc of a different variety. This is a Roadrunner here, boom. So you can kind of pick your poison with the dye, and then you'll have plenty of dye to dye discs. Even if you just get a mini Get Freaky zone that I was just talking about, you can dye her up. It's up to you. So if that sounds like fun to you, sounds of interest, you want to start customizing all the discs in your bag, then head over to the site, $45, get you 3 premium discs plus a swag item each and every month with our subscription box. So if you haven't checked that out yet, July's box is also going to be incredible. So I highly recommend checking that out. But that's it for this weekly warehouse update. Hopefully you enjoyed. Spoiler alert, next week's is gonna go hard. It's gonna be crazy. So that's all I'm gonna say about it for right now. Pay attention to social media over the next week and you'll understand why. We'll see you then.